There we go. What's up, guys? We're back. Welcome back. Sorry about yesterday. That was some weird news to get while live, but everything's okay. Thank you for all the well wishes and prayers you guys sent. Means a lot, so I really do appreciate everybody who reached out, and really everybody in general. Very supportive. So let's get back to the charts. Let's get back to the chart. So, if you're tuning in, please give the stream a like. This is a new stream, and those likes are so precious to us. Don't forget to subscribe. We're well on our way to 16,000 subscribers. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for everyone out there who has helped us get to that point. Really quickly, because we got to get on these charts, we're going to run through 103 patrons strong now. Consider signing up. Daily TA exclusive to patrons, trade setups, TA warm-ups, one-on-one sessions, everything you need to help you get to where you want to be in trading. So check it out. I still haven't even pinned a message here to the chat, sessions, everything you because need I'm bad at life and I hope there's no echo. Oh god, there might have been an echo that whole time because it wasn't muted. Oh god, it's all good. Let me put this Discord link in the chat here. Where did it go? I just had it. Disorganized, as always. There we go. Discord link in the chat. Hopefully that one worked. Yep. Good. Good. I'm going to pin it. There you are. I see your notification Discord. Good. Excellent. YouTube doesn't always give that to us, so here we are. We're back. So today's been an interesting day. Let's take a fresh look at the charts here. I think I have a clean slate. Here we are, December 12th. Quite a day. 3 days of rather tight volatility, and we have an hour and 19 minutes left, and the daily is looking solid. We had a heavy area of resistance at 18,600 somehow, some way. The bulls in the market have been able to push through it, at least so far, trading up to almost 19,000 right now. Wow, I might not even have time to TA. We might have to zoom in here. But that area of resistance we can see right here at 18.6 on the daily, easily identifiable by not just the 20 moving average, but also the daily TK on the Ichimoku cloud. A close on the daily here, honestly, anywhere above 18.6 is a solid close. We're back into trend. According to the daily, this is totally, I would say, I don't want to say totally unexpected, but pretty surprised at the strength just coming out of nowhere. We did have some signs, some indications. There we go. Some indications and signs here that if you're a patron, you likely were kept up to date on, hopefully paying attention. Who knows? But the 4 hour on the 7th. Let's see, was it the 7th? Yes. Ooh, this is the wrong chart. I've got the beautiful market cipher up, but that's not what I'm sharing here today. We are looking at our sign MACD specifically right now. The 4 hour gave us great signs if you're paying attention. So what we saw on the 4 hour was a low on the 9th and the 11th, and both MACD and RSI confirmed that was bullish divergence on the 4 hour. That was leading up into this rally, which played out really beautifully. You know, this is the kind of divergence you don't get often, where there's really no questions. Both the wicks and the candle bodies closed lower on the second touch, and on both MACD and RSI, we saw a higher low. That is as clear divergence as you can get. Brought us up into this rally, and what we notice here, which is really great, is Ichi is giving us a not so common signal. We have a thin area of cloud coverage above us. Remember, we saw that back in, it was October 7th and 8th, really kicking off this rally on the daily. We saw a thin area of cloud coverage. That suggests that resistance in this spot might be weaker than usual, possibly not even really existent. So making it up over 18.6, and that was unexpected, at least in my opinion, because that should have been a very strong resistance, but torn down by the bulls, really barely flinching at the level, to my surprise at least. Now continuing this rally. I have to like catch up because this has happened while I'm talking here. Up to 18,955. Right below the clouds, man. I gotta say, it would not have surprised me to see a backtest on 18.6, but with the condition of the daily now, it is gonna be not as probable. Not as probable as I would have expected here. Perhaps if we have a close here on today, we could have a backtest of the 20 in that area tomorrow. That would not be out of the question. But geez, this is typical Bitcoin, guys. It can go from slow grinding nothing, and all of a sudden you just see the bulls take over. Oh, there's too much here for you. Go. See the bulls take over. I dig it. There was a slight pause. I guess we could count this 18,530 as testing that resistance, but really doesn't cut it in my opinion. It's a pretty clear-cut sign from the bulls that 18.6 was not the correct price level. So what we have as well on the daily, we have a divergence as well between November 26th low and December 11th low. We see a low in RSI with a lower low. That's actually MACD, but I was looking at RSI. It's also true on RSI. This is a great signal when both of these agree. They're both saying there's bullish divergence. It's a great setup. This is really falling into line, if you've been watching our channel on a regular basis, really falling into line possibly with this bull flag flat top scenario. If this plays out, it is likely to be maybe the only threat, the only real threat so far to our projection here. If we see another test of the all-time high with a sell-off, and that sell-off is a higher low, we see a low, get one more higher low, we may be set up for that wonderful bull flag. That sets you up for continuation. Sets you up nice and solid for continuation. Maybe this, if I put a triangle, easier for you. There we go. Something like that. Still not confirmed. We're again only trading at 18,955. We'd really like to see upwards of 19.8, 19.9 area to lock in this pattern before selling off again more gently. But we have that bullish divergence on the daily. Did not expect it. We are still coming off bearish divergence from our highs. So it's not all fun and games yet. But this bounce here is pretty remarkable timing. We see that the RSI bounced on the daily virtually from 50. We talk about that a lot. A bounce or a rejection on RSI from the 50 levels typically stronger than other levels. I have no explanation as to why. Just an observation. Seems to play out often. So we do have an hour and 12 minutes. Things are getting spicy, so I had to jump on here. Couldn't stay away. Could not stay away. Really looking for a close at this level. Oh, YouTube's telling me I just went live. Thanks, YouTube. While I'm live. 134 watching. All right, everybody's getting in here. Welcome back, everybody. If you didn't catch the very beginning, my apologies. My apologies about yesterday. But I'm very thankful for all the support you guys gave me. It was really great. False flags. I do read chat. Yep, but no, you're right, totally. I'm not ignoring anyone. I only saw that one message from false flags. If I don't get through kind of And the main points of what I want to talk about, I get too distracted and we just never get there. So let me get through here for you guys, pointing out the big stuff going on, and then I will get to chat. Don't you worry. It's actually my favorite part of this whole thing. Love getting on that chat. Nice. On the 10 hour, the 20 and 50 moving averages are kissing. We have a lot of weird terminology here. It's all made up. I make it all up, so don't be concerned if you don't know what that means. But what it's suggesting here, if price can stay in this level, is that while the 20 and 50 will cross bearishly, we have two indications here of why it might not play out that way. Number one, the 50, the longer moving average here, is pointing up. Pointing up. On this channel, when we have a bearish or bullish cross, but the longer moving average is pointing in the opposite direction, typically we look to see it invalidated. That's really driven home here with the 20, as the 20 is curving up as well and almost looks like it might have a near miss. Might be too late for that, but at least would be looking to cross bullish very quickly. That can be a strong signal on any time frame, but we're out here on the 10 hour. That's a particularly long one. We see the MACD on the 12 hour, and that's also true on the daily. If we close at this level, we can see that here by the lighter colored bar on the MACD. We see the 12 hour confirming that as these candles continue to show selling momentum is weakening as they flip over potentially to the bullish or buying side here for momentum. That would be great. Wow. I was bullish on price action this morning, but I cannot say that I would have expected it to break through 18.6 so easily and continue up. It's wonderful. Idle Mitch, what's up, brother? Thanks for taking the first follow of the stream. Welcome to our fam. I appreciate it.
Love ya, man.
Yo, Ultra Chaos Steve, I love you, brother. Love you, my brother. Thank you for the €5. Appreciate it. Appreciate it deeply. Ceremony. Welcome, Ceremony. Thank you for subscribing. Actually, I did not catch this until now. On the 6 hour, we also have this bullish divergence. That's pretty fancy. Doesn't really mean anything because we see it anyway on the daily and 4 hour, but it is a good sign to see that translating out to so many time frames. 6 hours still moving up. Let's zoom in a little bit. Now the hourly is a little more sketch. A little more sketch here. There's a few things that I like, a few things I don't like. So if we look locally, since the bounce, we do see that we have a series of higher RSI highs, and we have a series of higher prices. That's a good sign. There's no bearish divergence locally. But if we start to look back on the 1 hour, we do see, here, right now we are in danger of bearish divergence. This is on the hourly, so this is a very short time frame. This is not a macro observation, but we see that price is currently lower than on the 3rd, yet RSI is higher. So unless price can continue to push up and exceed 19,623, that's going to paint some bearish divergence on the hourly. Really, that would not be a huge deal if you've been tuned in since the beginning, as a backtest of this 18.6 level is pretty likely. It is not guaranteed, but it was supposed to be an area of heavy resistance. We really didn't see that resistance play out. So a lot of the times we look and say, well, that area can still be valid, but maybe it's just going to serve as a backtest. We saw that as a recent example at 17,175, an area of large resistance didn't play out that way.
Play some Journey. Good stuff, homie.
Yeah, Jeremy Ragsdale, my boy. Jeremy Ragsdale, very talented performer. A lot of the people in the crypto space join him on Fridays on his channel, where he sings and plays music, and it's real entertaining, so highly recommend you check him out. but I appreciate you. I can't sing Journey, and so I will absolutely get copyright striked if I play it. But it's awesome to have you here, brother. Awesome, awesome. So we didn't get the resistance we were expecting here. We do see an uptick in volume on that candle, but since we didn't get what we would expect, it would not blow minds in any way to backtest that as support instead of actually testing it as resistance. So we do see a little halt to the rally. I'm catching up with myself here. You guys have not yet, please give the stream a like. It's a new stream. We love your likes. They're very precious. And also make sure you're in Discord. You would have caught a lot of stuff today, actually, if you were in Discord. We're always chatting there. Always chatting on the Discord. So if you were tuned in a second ago, actually minutes ago now, on the daily, this would make sense as well. The 20 moving average, we broke through it. Didn't see any resistance. Very strange. But to see in the next daily candle a back test to that, possibly, and then moving up again afterwards, that would not be too crazy. That would be pretty expected, considering we didn't get the reaction that we would have expected on the way up. Real quickly, I want to look at this weekly because I have not today. Okay, really nothing of change on the weekly, even at the lowest point in this week. Still at the top of the Bollinger Bands, a standard deviation higher than the 20 moving average. That is bullish strength. If you can see it on a chart at all, that is a sign of it.
I just said to my daughter, "Isn't Tom the coolest man in crypto?" She said, "No, I am, lol. 2021 is our year, fam. Thumbs up."
Rip. Rip to me. Well, you know what, Ultra Chaos Steve, your daughter's still awesome anyway. Even though she's not a fan. That's alright, she has time. We got plenty of time. So on the weekly here, earlier this week, we were looking at the important value 18,200 because previously in this week we were trading as a bearish engulf weekly candle, but we said don't worry yet. Plenty of time left in this week. As long as it closes above 18.2, we're in a lot better condition, a lot better shape. And clearly we're not near that level anymore with 1 day to go. Looking very likely that that we will be closing above 18.2. We should have some kind of support on the daily here at 18,437 now that we've retaken it. It's pretty close. That's pretty close actually to the daily middle Bollinger Band, but not quite perfect. Maybe we can now extend this down and flip this from red to green and say this is a likely area of support. If we see a sell-off, this is a likely area between 18.6 and 18.4. We have daily support there, or weekly support there, and it looks like we're going to have the 20 moving average as support as well. Man, I like jumped on and things were kind of calm, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I hit go live, we got this candle into a higher high. Very cool. 18,855. Little bearish divergence on the 15-minute. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Zoom it out. Nope. The 30-minute not reflecting the same as the 15. We see the highest point in RSI is the highest point in price. So all is good here. 30 minutes been looking very interesting today. We saw a push up to that 18,855 level and then multiple candles of consolidation just wicking out new leverage positions, weak hands, etc. People trying to jump in for some free money. Bitcoin does not hand out free money. Does not. Let's... Nice. I do have an alert set for another high here, so if it happens while we're looking at something else, I will know. Does look to be cooling. Does look to be cooling with about an hour and 10 minutes left. Oh, an hour and 1 minute left in the daily. But what we're seeing, which is a great sign, is even on the 1 hour, we're seeing the 200 moving average beginning to slant up. The longer we spend time-wise above the 200, the more likely this is to start pointing up. Moving average is pointing up, always a good sign if you're looking for price to move up. 20 moving average is up. 50 is already curled up, and the 100 is actually looking to do it just ever so slightly before the 200. That can set it up for a solid move, because as we said, if we had this 200 trending down while these other averages came up and met it, we might not consider those bullish crosses. So the stronger this 200 can be pulled up, the better shape we will be once those other moving averages can catch up. Is there any reason to stop here? It's probably the last question I need to answer about Bitcoin right now. Not specifically. No. And the only thing to look at is we have to keep an eye on, our descending high trend line on the daily. Currently at just under, or just at 19,000. That would be a logical place for a rally to be halted. And in the same sense, we do have to connect our lows for our ascending trend line. And all of a sudden, that triangular shape that we were discussing becomes much more visible. Now, we are looking probably for more of a running flat. So this might take longer than just that triangle to play out. This is, in my opinion, right now, the only pattern. Really the only pattern that I would look for that would invalidate the projection we made all those months ago. Do I have that pulled up here? Thought I did. There we go. This is our projection we made. This was before 13,000. This green path is what we were looking for. I'm all on board. I don't mind being wrong, but honestly, I don't believe unless we get that bull flag pattern. Now I lost my other chart. I'm a mess. It's just gone. What? Did I close it? There we go. Unless we get this running flat, meaning just essentially multiple rejections from the same price level, however, creating higher lows, typically 3 is the number we would look for. This is the pattern I would look to invalidate it. So we do have a pretty defined path, in my opinion, to take if we are really reaching for higher highs here in the short term. Now, if you did see, and I'll never be able to find it again. Wow, this is a mess. There we go. If you do look at this, we see that we were looking for a test, but then a back test of our monthly support that we missed. This would actually be monthly resistance. We would test it as support, and not much to worry about, as that sets us up for a large move to the upside. So really, no matter how you look at it, it's pretty darn bullish. It's just more of the question, when, how long are we going to wait? And Q2 of 2021, that's about as far out as I can see this taking, to be honest. So not too much to worry about. Really, it's just kind of some noise in between. I really like the way this looks. Really like the way this looks. I'm going to start closing these because I have too many of these up. There we go. Yeah, this was on the 11th. This was yesterday before I had to go. We talked about this resistance zone, and here we are, solidly cutting into it. I would love to close the daily here. That would set us up wonderfully, really changing the overall picture, at least locally, with this move up here. Wonderful stuff to see. And according to the 4 hour, actually, this candle has traded over the descending high trend line locally. I'd love to see it close there. The closer to 19,000, the better. It's, what, not even 1% away, so that's pretty solid. 56 minutes. Alright. Alright, I'm live. That's really all I was to, that's all I really wanted to get accomplished is go live here. Why am I struggling so hard today? It's been I've had a rough week. Had a rough week, but I'm alive, I'm here. I think I closed the one I was working on. Did I really? That's embarrassing. No, here it is. Perfect. Alright, so now I can read some chat. I got through what I was looking for. 287 watching now. Now we're up to numbers. Now we can, like, get into the good stuff. When we start these out, there's like 30 people watching, and then everything I say, nobody gets to see it unless they're hearing it later, watching it. So now we can get into the good stuff. We did our little Bitcoin overall. Now I'm gonna see who's in the chat. Pishta, what's up, brother? What's up? Antonio Hernandez back again. Mr. Potatoes, always good to see you, my boy. Someone yelling about the Aeon hard fork. Good to know. I guess that's on the 16th. That's some good fork timing. We're going to take a look at the XRP fork here, or at least the XRP chart. I don't believe Spark is traded yet, so there is no exchange to look at the price action. If someone happens to know of one, please feel free to share it. I'd love to take a look at it. I did look today. I couldn't find anywhere where it was being traded, so. Matthew Ribeiro, what's up, bro? Bella B. Zach, Zach Thompson, what's up, man? Mart Rico. Matthew Ribeiro is correct. Likes are free and they're so precious. They're so precious. So if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do. Really helps us get visibility. Helps us get visibility on YouTube. YouTube doesn't always like to show us to our subscribers for whatever reason. So it's highly appreciated. NB, I'm suggesting we might drop to 16K. Actually, I'm suggesting we might drop to 13,800. It's not guaranteed. We made this projection months ago. And so really what we're looking for, as we do commonly on this channel, is, well, we have two paths that we think are likely. So how can we invalidate one? How can we throw one out? And so far, we're really kind of in the realm of both. We're in the realm of just the bulls running and really no pullback. That wouldn't fit Bitcoin history. That wouldn't fit what we know. I hate to say it wouldn't fit what we expect, because really, if you expect anything in Bitcoin, you're likely going to get wrecked. It does not like expectations. But what we're looking for, yeah, is to invalidate our projection. And that would likely be done by a significant break of 19.9. I would say at 21,000, maybe we can consider it mostly broken. At 23, absolutely. But until then, it's still on the table. I still think it's the most probable outcome, but I'd happily be wrong. Happily be wrong on that. Chicago Brew, what? You get free all the time. What? What? Discord is free, guys. Discord is free. So feel free to get in there. Hop on in. What's up, Divorcious? How you doing, brother? Mushroom Cap. Wait, are people actually asking if the Discord is free? Someone hacked a YouTube channel and gave this live. What? Johnny Smith, what's up, man? My biggest fan, Gerant Evans. Okay. What's up, Gerant Evans? Shout out to you, my friend. There's a lot of languages here today. That's cool. Alright. Let's see. Crypto face, Stevie Wonder. Don't make fun of me because I'm blind, bro. That's messed up. That's messed up, bro. Getting hyped, not wrecked. Expect to get wrecked. Yeah, dude. You should. SpecX, what's up, dude? How you doing? People, XRP. Alright, we can look at XRP. I don't know if you're gonna like what I have to say about XRP. But we can look at it. What's up, Portugal? How you doing, everybody out there in Portugal and Holland? So, we were actually watching this live yesterday. If you are a regular here on this channel, we've been talking about this airdrop, well, since we learned about it. I don't know when that was, to be honest. I think a week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. Something in that realm. And my advice, well, not advice, I don't give financial advice, but my knowledge, my wisdom that I shared virtually every time we talked about this was, if you're in an uncomfortable position in XRP, you may look to take profit directly before the snapshot. I said up to 12 hours before is when I'd start looking. And we saw, I want to say exactly as we kind of predicted here. We saw within 1 hour before the snapshot and 10% sell-off. And let's see how low that traded. 48.5 cents. I will say this, really not what I was expecting. I would have expected more selling pressure here, not gonna lie. But we did nail this. We did nail this. Actually, I put out a patron post yesterday, right here, when we were at 58 cents, right here. And I said, hey guys, just a little reminder. Spark airdrops today, likely not a bad place to take profit. So let's take a look at the macro on XRP. How much damage did it take from this? Well, when we zoom out, doesn't look that bad. We're still pretty much in this potential flagging formation. Man, here we go. In this potential flagging formation, so we're not too wrecked here. I would like to see the daily candle here close just a little higher. I would like it to close on this trend line between the lows of the 26th of November and the 9th of December. And as you can see, price is pretty much right there. Maybe a 0.25% up or down could change that, but it's sticking rather tightly, and I would say a close back above this trend line, likely to follow more of this pattern. This was doodled forever ago, guys. You can go back, look at our lives. This was I don't know, 27th, 28th of November, something like that. So we didn't actually get the rally. I really kind of expected XRP to do maybe a retest of the high coming into the airdrop, then to make that move on the sell-off afterwards and immediately before. Didn't happen. Probably better long-term for it. Let's take a look at our indicators. Daily selling pressure has not slowed down yet. We have not seen a daily candle close with less selling momentum than the previous since the 4th of December. I think we need to look at the 12-hour. 12-hour, nice. Looking a little better. Looking a little better here. R sign MACD not helping us much, but 12-hour also not waning yet. I think really I can go back to this. Here's really what XRP wants to see, and it's very close to this level. Absolutely possible today. Here on the 4-hour, we do have a pretty classic reversal setup. We have long-bodied red candle, short doji, short-bodied doji with a long wick on the bottom, and then a green candle. This is pretty classic as a reversal. I think that it's going to find strength if it's able to close, and I have this line here. Amazing how this lined up to right now, because this was placed a while ago, 51.7 cents. I want to see XRP close this daily back above this trend. So that's pretty much what XRP has going on here. The 4-hour does show bullish divergence on the RSI. That's a good sign. Good sign for closing back above that trend line. And same on MACD. So there's agreement there with RSI and MACD that it is looking for a bounce. The 20 moving average would likely be the first place I would look for that bounce to continue to. However, I do want to put this out there, man. If you don't get that close here, you are in danger of a very ugly pattern painting. And what that is falling out of a bullish wedge and then finding that wedge as resistance. That is not a great setup. That doodle was terrible. We've seen this on the dollar, on the Dixie. Let's look at that quick. We've seen this on the Dixie here, though it wasn't a wedge, but same thing. Falling out of our pattern. Actually, it was a wedge way up here. The dollar fell out of this wedge and then found that wedge as resistance, and that sent it tumbling to a new 2020 low. XRP is not the dollar, so I don't think it's going to play out exactly the same. But the bottom line is you do not want to fall out of a bullish flag and then find that flag as resistance as a retest. You want to close back in it, and then you can get back to your kind of sideways trading, and then potentially rally from there. So XRP short term, it does look like it has a chance of closing above this level. But oh man, look at how perfect that is. Look at how almost instantly as it touched that trend line, candle started turning red. We started seeing wicks on top. This is gonna be an interesting close. Enough so that I'm gonna actually set alerts. So I don't set alerts for everything, but I want to know. I want to see how this closes. Man. Good luck. Alright, moving on. That's really all there is there is 51.7 cents. It's going to be an important close for XRP today. Yo, Mr. Wayne Wilson. Thank you, man. I'm not sure what currency that is, but it doesn't matter because I appreciate the support, and you love my technical analysis. Keep it up. That's the plan. That's the plan, man. I don't have any intention of stopping or slowing down the TA. No, ever. I don't know. At some point I'll get too old and probably won't want to do it anymore. We'll see. Maybe a decade from now. There's some other charts I wanted to look at. What else do we want to look at? Geo Koresh. Yeah, man. Theta. We were live on Theta TV for a long time, and I would like to go back to it, but we're just having issues. We're having issues with our streaming stability, and so I had to take it off, basically. I do like Theta TV. I think it's a great platform. Well, it's a great platform, but it just wasn't worth the disconnects we were having. I don't think it's even Theta's problem. I'm not sure what was wrong with it, but I haven't forgotten about it. I will try to get it back up. Willis O'Neill, what's up, brother? Welcome. Oh, and Renee. There was another Renee had subscribed. Welcome. Welcome, Renee. We have many Renees here. It's always nice to have another one, though. I need to only have one Bitcoin chart up. Let's do it this way. Surprised that the 4 hours chilled out here. 41 minutes to go. This does kind of look like it could be a little bit of an indecision candle. Hourly turning back. Nice. This 2 hour. Adil at Taher, what's up, man? Thanks for following. Appreciate you. I just added our site twice. I've had a long like 48 hours, so forgive me. Forgive me for all this dumb crap I'm probably gonna do today. A little bit of waning momentum here on the 2 hour and the 1 hour and the 30 and the 15 flip to sell. Okay, cool. So that actually might be our little local top here, at least into the daily close. Ideally would love to see it trade sideways, but we are sitting at a place where there's so much room. There's so much room below us, it just doesn't really matter. For this daily close, all we needed was above 18.6. Just stay above 18.6 Bitcoin. 40 minutes left. That's it. Amar, welcome Amar Mogal. Welcome, bro. These names are getting extra hard today. Capser. Caxper. Tomzik. Sorry if I butchered that. Welcome, friend. I like your last name. I like your last name. It reminds me of my name. That's all we want. We just want to close above. Just above this 20 moving average. That's it. That's all I ask for. Labels. Lost label value. 18,603. That's it. That's all we need. That's a great close. You get that close, you're back in trend. You see the selling pressure on the daily is waning off. But more importantly, you're getting that bullish divergence on your lows. You're seeing the daily looking to flip back to the buying side of the MACD. We've spent, let's see, since the 26th of November, even though we set a new all-time high, MACD was still suffering from selling pressure. RSI and MACD showing bullish divergence potentially, and closing this candle here with waning momentum would be our first confirmation on the daily that we do have bullish divergence playing out. That would be great. You're very welcomed. Extra welcomed. What other coins did I want to look at? I wanted to look at Verge. And there's one reason. So Verge, total last coin. I have some, but total last coin. No reason to lie about that. What we do see some niceness of is we do have a little bullish divergence here on our MACD. We see that daily selling pressure may be waning, but there's actually something very important about Verge that is not related at all to its chart, and that's why I wanted to bring it up today. This'll all welcome, friend. So how do I phrase this? I didn't go over this in my head how I was going to do this. MasterCard and Visa, recent, I think this is recent, last 48 hours, decided, I'm not going to get into why, that's not our topic here, but decided they were no longer going to serve or process transactions to Pornhub, right? Pornhub, pretty big site. And why is that important? Well, guys, that's why we're here. We are here because we don't want people to be able to tell us how and when we can spend our money. Pornhub has accepted Verge tokens for payment. I think this was like 2 years ago. I think in 2018 they started that. It was a while ago. So does that mean Verge Moon? No, not necessarily. But what it does mean is Verge may be one of the ways that people can pay for memberships there right now. I'm not sure if Visa and MasterCard have already stopped serving them, or if it's like a date they've selected. But either way, and even bigger than Verge, this could be a sign of a trend that MasterCard and Visa are going to start deciding and potentially become more picky with who they want to do business with. And MasterCard and Visa are sitting there going, we're so smart, we're just going to be able to get everyone to do whatever we want, or else they're not going to be able to have transactions. You know, people aren't going to be able to pay them. And what I think they don't realize is just how many of us are into crypto and how many are joining all the time. We can bypass that control directly. So is this bullish for Verge? I would say it is. I would say that is bullish for Verge simply because of the size of the Pornhub platform. I would say that's bullish. I haven't really seen much yet. We do have bullish divergence on the daily painting, but it's so much more important than that, so much more important than Pornhub and Verge. It's the trend. MasterCard and Visa, I can't name the last time they decided they were just no longer going to allow transactions for a big site. Ooh, I just got an alert, but it's not showing me what for. XRP, I think it's back into its wedge, just like a good coin. Nope. Nope, the opposite. Setting a new low. This is... You have 35 minutes left. This candle's not closed. Never count an open candle. Never. But the reaction to this ascending, called an ascending support line, being back tested as resistance, that is not confidence building for me. A close of this hourly here leads logically. Let's actually just call it at 50. I don't know where my 50-cent line went. I think my visibility on stuff is messed up. Closing the daily here leads pretty logically to that 50-cent line. Could find support then. Try to test that wedge one more time. Below you do have 48.5 cents from the previous low sell-off. That could also act as support. And below that, then we start looking at the more historical, the farther left looking areas, less local. November's low here, 45.6 cents, and then time tested, 43.73 cents below. So I don't know, man. You can love XRP and you're there for the long term, and that's fine. You're probably going to be fine. But if you entered into this airdrop FOMO, this is not a great candle close for you. This would not be. Would not be. Man. I got excited. I thought I'd jump back into the wedge. I was like, that's some spicy action. I'm just going to set another alert. Cool. Verge. The topic's so cool. I think this Verge thing is so cool. Not the coin. Whatever. Don't care. I do have some Verge transparency. I've had some for a long time. But it's just that fact of payment processors showing that they will just refuse to serve popular sites. That is bullish for crypto. That's the point. There's the main point. That's bullish for crypto because nobody can tell us where we can or can't pay for things with crypto as long as they accept it. I think that that's just for the space, especially with everything else going on. The news. When things are bullish, I always expect FUD. We haven't really gotten FUD. We have a little US regulatory FUD going on. A little bit. It seems unlikely to pan out at all. The whole KYC, every wallet address. That just sounds like something written by someone who has no idea what they're talking about in crypto. That would just break the knees of the US citizens' ability to like really deal in crypto. And long term, that's not a good thing. I think that's highly unlikely, actually, that will play out. But we just keep getting this good news. It's confusing me. The dollar is looking like crap. The dollar is looking to close an awful year. An awful year. Terrible looking year on the Dixie. Setting it up for not a good looking 2021. Unless it sees some kind of bounce here, man. 2021, I think 79, 80 on the Dixie is probably very likely. Let's just put it at that. Very likely. Very probable. Snap this back on. Here we go. 31 minutes till close. Excellent. Minute for this 30-minute candle. Looking to close bearish engulfed, maybe. Doesn't have the bearish divergence. It could be a spicy end of the day, so. You see, this is how freaking terrible I am at multitasking. You guys think that I like ignore the chat. I don't ignore the chat. I just like fall down rabbit holes and then snap out of them. And I'm like, crap, I haven't read the chat at all. Let's see. What's up, Renee Silva? How you doing, brother? Chris Cat, my boy. It always comes full circle. You know, Chris Cat, that's more than enough for me. That's more than enough for me to go rant about it just a little bit. I will say this. Historically, pornography has paved the way of innovation. Historically, this is a fact. You can laugh at it, it's a fact. Tommy Dahi. Welcome, brother. It's a fact. What was it? In the 90s, HD DVDs and Blu-ray went head to head, essentially. And honestly, the deciding factor, I think this is pretty historically accepted, was porn chose Blu-ray. Porn has forever, maybe, possibly forever, has been one of the leading innovators for humanity. Sounds ridiculous, but it is true. That is why I'm like interested in that connection with the Verge. But Verge, that's not like new news that they like accept it as payment. Not new. But what is new about it is Visa and MasterCard's stance. That'll change. That'll change the interaction there because there is a way to sidestep it. You don't need Visa or MasterCard to say, yes, you can spend your money this way. And that's thanks to cryptocurrency. So I think that's pretty freaking neat. I'm tickled by it. Let's see. This is a little like real short. Let's do some real low time frame kind of trend. Here we go. Let's do some low time frame trend stuff quick. It looked different earlier. I think it's likely that we close this daily right here. TBH. 18.839. That's a great close though. Ryan Taylor, man, go for it. Go for it, brother. You know, everybody, we're all in this space for different reasons. We may share that reason with some people, but everyone's here. They all have their own reasons. Some people want Lambos. Some people like the technology. So if you believe in XRP, buddy, you go for it. No one should judge you for that. You do you. Don't listen to anybody. I will say, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of XRP. I have some. I don't really plan on doing anything with it. But it's not my favorite. It's not the reason I'm in the space. Potatoes, that's a great quote. It's so much more important than Pornhub. Can we even add that? Well, let me add quotes still. I think that that's disabled. Let's see if this will do it. I need a Braille keyboard. Dude, it does. Sex, pornography, it is a commonly a leader in innovation. I don't know how else to say it. I have to be careful with my words here. Don't want to anger the YouTube gods. NB, look at the new subscribers. Did I miss any? I think I said Ryan. I think I got Ryan Taylor. Oh, Zach Thompson, I didn't see your $2. If it isn't I think if it isn't above 4, it doesn't read it. Or I don't know, it doesn't alert me in the same way. So I apologize, buddy. But I do appreciate That $2 super chat. Yo, what's up, Dick? What's up, Dick? How you doing, brother? Hi from the UK. Screw in the tuna. That's quite a name. That's quite a name, man. What's my favorite altcoin? Oh, I just read something else about what I was saying earlier. My favorite altcoin. So I really only... I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, except I don't follow the typical Bitcoin maximalist narrative, okay? XRP alert again. Let's check it out. Falling. 15-minute, 50 MA touch. Will it be enough to find support? I'm not sure. More likely to touch the 20 on the 30-minute. Let's keep it up. Yeah, man, that is looking uglier. Looking uglier into the close. Okay, but it may have found support here on the 2-hour. Close below 50.86 cents, and that is very ugly. Yeah, the candle flips back to red. Well, 25 minutes left in the day. Can't count a candle until it's closed. But if you're worrying about XRP in the short term, this close today is likely going to be very important to you. So, one more alert. That's all I'll do. There's no sound playing, right? Yes, there is. No, not anymore. That close is likely important to you just for the short term. Long term doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, it added the quote. Nice. Potatoes. It added the quote. Why don't I like XRP? It doesn't fit why I'm in this. Doesn't fit what I like about the space. And like I had just said before, though, everyone is in crypto for a different reason. And that's why I never judge anybody for what coins they like or whatnot. Astronaut Renee, my boy, they just throwing out 10, not even going to say anything. I was waiting for a message from my bestest buddy, Astronaut Renee. Thank you for the 10, man. I appreciate it. You should include... Oh, you included the super flying pair message. Fair enough. Your name comes from Keenan and Kel. Man, I am a Digibyte fan. Put it like, honestly, Bitcoin is my main. That's it. It's really all I care about. I have all these other coins because I want to get more Bitcoin. That's what I attempt to leverage with them. But I'm a fan of any coin that is proof of work, that has an origin where there is no pre-mine or ICO, or there's no time where essentially only selected people or something can obtain it. So that means I like things like Litecoin, Digibyte, Vertcoin fits into that, XMR fits into that. There's many. I also prefer them to have a long history, or they say a high block height. So those are the things that attract me to a coin. XRP doesn't really fit those. It's not what I'm looking for, but it's okay if it's what you're looking for. No judgments. I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. I never try to convince anybody anything. In fact, I say that a lot. I'm just here to tell you what I see and how I see it. And if you disagree with that, that's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion. It doesn't really fit my definition. Tristan Fox Richards, welcome and thank you for subscribing. It's good to have you. Chris, the horse, the Banks coin. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. No reason to talk trash on it while I'm live. Padre, you innovate daily, buddy. I think I can piece together what that joke is. And I like it. I dig it. Ooh, there we go. Now the follow train's rolling. Antonio Zuber, welcome. John Witold Slawowski. Good to have you guys. Welcome. I don't know, everybody typing stuff. Same. Borsa Okate. Just type shut up 10 times in a row. This is probably why I don't always read the chat. No, it's actually just because I'm ADD and I forget about it. Alright, 21 minutes till close. This is looking like a beautiful close regardless. As we were kind of speculating, looks like it's just gonna trade sideways into the close. That's okay. It's a great close. The best close. Not really, but it is a very good close. Hey, what? And Noah M, what'd you say? I missed. You must have said something cool. Multi-billion-dollar industry. Chicago Brew. I might have not shouted you out, buddy. I read your name and acknowledged you in my brain, but I didn't shout you out. It's good to have you, my friend. They spend a lot in R&D. VHS became the standard rather than beta, even though beta was better quality. Exactly. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Crypto is more than willing to fill that gap. Yo, Donald Pumps, D Pumps, or D Dumps. Oh, I must confuse you with your brother, D Pumps. Welcome back. It's good to see you, man. What's up, Paul? Let's see, what are people saying? Mr. Sunset, what do I think about TRX? I'm not gonna lie, I don't think about TRX often. I do have some TRX. Has it come and gone? Probably not. Probably not. I think you could apply that to almost all the altcoins that have been trading down and sideways for a very long time. XRP again? I guess our in-stream speculation here is playing out. Looks like it's playing out. Are we gonna find support at 50 cents? Who knows? Below the 20, that's super not great. This is all very short term though. It's not much to worry about, but we can see this 4-hour candle has flipped into, what, an inverted hammer? Something very ugly. 20 minutes to go, it's still not closed. Still can't count it yet. But having traded back into this wedge and then selling off lower, actually now than it was at any other point in the last 3 hours and 42 minutes, not a great sign. Not a great sign, and not really setting up for a super great daily close. Even with this close, absolutely possible to see the next daily candle come up and retest that ascending trend line again. A rejection from that would be very, very bad. That would be a very bad sign. Yeah. That is an ugly candle. We even had that potential reversal set up here earlier in the episode. If you zoom back, scroll back, you can see that. But does not look like that's what it was. Alright, I'm going to say one more alert. That's it. 3 is enough. 4 is enough for an episode. Under 50 cents. Under 50. That held us support. Pretty much. Yeah, it held us support on the snapshot sell-off. So, may find support again there. Here we will see. Bitcoin trading sideways. Johnny Smith. Alright, we'll look at the EWT. It is in the title. Energy Web Token. So Energy Web Token did break Pi support. It made me so sad. Wait, this isn't the one I was looking at. Is this it? No, I guess that was on... Man, I didn't make a copy. Alright. This was just a kind of quick play. Wasn't actually posted to the patrons or anything, but our beautiful Pi support. We found it live when Sir Dubnet asked me to look at it back in late November, and was really hoping for that pie support to hold, just because that would have been entertaining. Did not. We did see it sell off on the yesterday, 11th of December, before waking back up, back above pie support. So maybe it'll test it again as support. That'd be cool. I really wanted to see it hold just out of entertainment, just pure entertainment value. 0.0031415. That would have been awesome. On the 4 hour, let's see. Rejected from 200 4-hour moving average. Not the best. Not the best. This coin doesn't have a super ton amount of chart history, so I'm super limited on what I can do TA wise. But similar to Bitcoin, this is the Bitcoin pair, but similar to Bitcoin right now, looking to close the daily candle above the 20 moving average for the first time. It's also the middle Bollinger Band for the first time in quite some time. You can see that on Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Bitcoin looking to close above it today. EWT looking to close above it today. 15 minutes left. Almost all but closed at this point. So still a strong candle. Still a strong candle on EWT here. Can't say this is where I would look to long now. After breaking that support, what you really have set up here is this fits that definition, the Tom Crown definition of a diamond. Diamonds can be reversals, absolutely. Absolutely they can be. But what a diamond also suggests is that your probability of returning to the midpoint after both the low touch and the high touch is very high. So there may be more time here on the BTC pair trading near that pie support before then maybe reversing. Likely have to just see how that plays out. But what you would like to see if you are EWT fan on Bitcoin pair here is closing above this daily 20 located at 33594. 000033594. Close above there sets you up finally to be back on top. Man, this is hard to endorse though, because we see the same play. See the same play right here. This wasn't as diamondish as this though. This is really looking like a diamond. This has potential reversal. However, I would expect this to take a few more days of trading. Yep. Maybe into late December. I do like that as a diamond though. One-hour bullish divergence, that's fancy. You don't have any issues on your hourly with RSI. Do have maybe issues though on the 4-hour with this high. Could find support. 0.0032843. Previous 4-hour candle closes and opens may act as support. We will find out. I wish I had more to say about this. I got so excited when my alert went off that it had like reached, I don't even know where the alert was, but I got so excited thinking that it bounced off that support, that pie support. Did not. Oh well, you can't win them all. Bitcoin, 12 minutes left, and exactly as predicted, has literally done nothing since I said it's probably going to trade sideways. Diamonds are forever. New Shad, Moic Mode Shek. You believe in XVG? Then power to you, brother. Power to you. I have some. I don't really plan on doing much with it. I did see it go 10,000% or something. Last, what, no, I almost said last year. What, 4 years ago? So, maybe I'll do it again, I don't know. I've just held on to it, so I don't care. It can be worth nothing, or it can be worth a ton. I'm pretty much happy either way. Chris Cat, XRP hangover. Man, it's getting dangerous. It's getting dangerously low. I mean, like, even I'm like feeling bad. Like, come on, bro, do some kind of bounce.
How are the thorns in my rose garden?
Oh, Mr. Ulysses. Mr. Ulysses. I didn't even have to look to see who said it. I heard Rose, and I knew it was you, my friend. And I know this because Rose gave me some kind of alert the other day. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Rose gave me an alert. Couldn't remember off the top of my head what it was, but obviously it was breaking that high. Smashing that, smashing our little box. Giggity. Giggity goo. Let's take a look. To me, straight off the bat, this looks like a harmonic. I'm not the biggest harmonic believer. Certainly not the biggest harmonic trader. But this absolutely looks like a harmonic to me. This would be a, what, a bullish gnarly? I don't know. They're all the same. No, they're not. Let's see. Oh yeah, looking fly. Looking very fly. Here's go. Beautiful, beautiful 4-hour bullish divergence on this pair. Absolutely. I really like the way this looks. I don't own any of this coin. I honestly like didn't even know about it until you had asked me to look at it the other day. And since then it has been going well. Hopefully I said it that it looked good because it did well since then. We see our swing low on nice. On the 4-hour we have a swing low in RSI and MACD. That's actually 0.x of our harmonic as well. That makes it sound way smarter. And then we see a lower swing low on both MACD and RSI with a higher low in price. That is bullish divergence any way you cut it. Any way you cut it, that's bullish divergence. So that's looking nice. So really what it needs to happen, so to follow the harmonic structure, we see the divergence structure. Essentially, to keep the divergence structure, it just has to stay above 216 sats. But to keep the harmonic structure, it needs to stay above 239, let's say 240. The only real threat would be what? The 5-0. The 5-0 is already invalidated. We already hit the 618. Fancy pantsy, that's good. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, that according to harmonics should break up. Daily candle, that's not going to help us. Daily candle close above 270 would be preferred. Yeah, this looks solid. I don't know what this coin is. I don't know what this coin is, but it looks solid. See a pretty clear trend here again forming on the 1 hour. Wouldn't use the 1 hour typically, but we don't have a lot of chart history. Yeah, buddy. This has a lot going for it. Does look like it wants to retest that 300. If it all of a sudden breaks from this trend and starts moving down, I would look for a bounce at 255 sats. And let's see if anything lines up with our previous measured moves. Let's take the high to the low, and there it is. I knew it. Dude, guys, once you spend enough time on charts, you don't even really need to use the tools anymore. You just know. You just look at it and you're like, that's the 2 fib extension. Measured move. So this is like, this should all be new, I think, since when we looked at it last. I don't know. Our high on the 8th to our low, unless I pick this out. I might have actually done this when we looked at it. I'm not sure what date we did. Either way, the measure move, the high, the swing low, 415 sats. Wonder where I got that before. Ulysses is probably going to be like, dude, that's when I asked you to look at it last time. Probably. And I just like think, I'm just like remembering that's where it was, and I think my eye is so good. That would be funny. I would make fun of myself for that. Well, it looks solid, dude. You got yourself you look left, and as long as you didn't enter here, you're looking solid. You have a harmonic pattern that's rather neat, invalidated below 240. You have bullish divergence on the 4 hour, whatever hour we were on. I have trouble keeping track. Yep, on the 4 hour, above 217. This has a lot going for it. You know, we don't have a lot of chart history, so I'm not making any kind of long-term anything about it. But short-term, this is looking solid. I like this chart. It is one I enjoyed looking at, and I knew immediately who it was when I heard Rose, because I remembered you. I need to stop telling Bitcoin that it's going to trade sideways. Almost every time in a live episode that I've said it looks like Bitcoin's going to trade sideways into the close, it has done nothing. You can see that. 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Just cross your fingers. We don't sell off in the next 4 minutes below 18.6. That's all I want. I think I missed a coin or two, didn't I? What did I say we're going to look at? NEM. Alright, I got to look at NEM. It's in the title. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Okay. NEM on the weekly. Ooh, no wonder this caught my eye. New high on the weekly. Just, okay, that's why those were here. Last time we looked at it must have been, okay, October 26th. That's not that far. NEM looking to put in a new RSI high. Else it faces bearish divergence on the weekly. It's like it retook 20-cent level above it, 31 cents as resistance. Made it back into our box. Made it into the box. NEM looking real nice on this USD pair here. Yep. Finally made it back to our retracement target. Took a long time. Very long time. But faces some more and also important levels above. You have 31.1 cent. Looking left, you can see that's a weekly resistance, and above that, the other shoulder of whatever this was, kind of like an ugly head and shoulders at 43.45 cents. On the weekly, needs to put in that higher high on RSI. MACD is actually okay though. I'm gonna look at it on the daily and I'll probably be done. Daily with a nice bounce off of what was resistance, then was support, then was support again, then was resistance, then was resistance again, now flipping again. This price level is so important to this freaking coin. Just about 20 cents. We can see tested and bullish engulfed daily off that candle. I like it. Front running its averages, not going to be much there. Okay. NEM. Bullish divergence on the daily, excellent. And no issues here with RSI locally. Or maybe at all. NEM looks great. NEM looks great. Wish I would have been paying attention to this. I think Rico was talking about this coin a while ago. You can see really clean tests to resistance and support. Very clean. Beautiful. Bitcoin giving us a spook here in the last 1 minute. Finally moving a little bit, or at all. Trio Kandra. Love this instrument. Which instrument? Go to the doctor. And then not spooking us, just doing the same. 30 seconds till close. Give me 1 second here while I adjust this. "14 seconds and it's closing exactly as we were expecting. Bom, bom, bom. Actually, we started the episode here, I want to say. And we said earlier in the episode, go ahead and rewind, find it. We said this is likely the local top for today's candle. And sold off. And then we said likely a trade sideways in the end of the day, and it did. So let's do a little day in review. We got the close we wanted on the daily. This is all at the beginning of the episode, but you know what? That was 80 something 90 minutes ago. The reason for that, the daily closed above the 20 moving average. That is the middle Bollinger Band. You can see this white line right here. God, I hope it's not. You can see it. Closed above. We spent 1, 2, 3, 4 daily candles below closing. Now we closed above. We're back in trend. Unfortunate it didn't hold as support like we saw in late November, but that's okay. We're back above. A back test of that level, 18.6-ish, in this daily candle would not be unheard of. Not necessary, but it would not be unheard of. This actually changed. You can scroll back and see. The daily Tenkan, this green line here, was overlapping with the 20 moving average, making it extra likely that it would find resistance there, but it did not. Did not. We can see the 20 actually with this candle. That is some market making magic there. That is market making magic. That 20 was curving down for literally 1, 2, 3 candles. Literally 3 candles. And with this candle, just instantly change that. Wow, that may be extra bullish. That may be extra bullish for today. I can't lie. We got the close we wanted, above the 20, above the TK. The 20 immediately pointing up. Doesn't get much better than that. 12-hour also closed above its 20. So we're back in trend. We're back in trend on both the daily and the 12-hour. That wasn't true for the last 3 or 4 days. Not a bad sign. What it also does is it shows the 12 hours getting very close. Very close now to flipping back to the bullish momentum side. The daily with that candle close, that was just a few minutes ago, confirmed the first sign of momentum loss on the daily on the sell side. Why is that great? Well, because we had a low in our MACD swing and a lower low. And we had a low and a higher low in price. That's bullish divergence, boys. Bullish divergence on MACD, but let's ask RSI. RSI, what's up? RSI says you had a low and a lower low. That's bullish divergence. You have MACD and RSI both showing agreement on bullish divergence. At the same time, You've turned the 20 moving average back up. You've closed above it. The 12-hour confirms this. 12-hour doesn't show you that divergence though, that's the tricky part. On RSI it does, on MACD it does not. So easily could be overlooked. But what we do see is that 12-hour is confirming what we were seeing on the daily with RSI. With a MACD. We see that now this is multiple candles in a row of momentum waning off from the sell side, looking to flip back to the buy side. Very close now. $12-hour closing above it as well. Of course. Let's see, is there anything else of interest? That's really just an awesome close. I'm really glad we got that close. Really glad. Really glad. 4-hour Bollinger Bands here. We can see on the sell-off late November, we went from outside of the Bollinger Band or pushing off the bottom in a similar fashion to here. This is really backing up. I don't want to, well, I do want to see it, but this is really looking like this running flat flag pattern. Absolutely not confirmed. What do we need to confirm it? That's what we're always looking for. We don't want up or down. We want up or down, but when will we know? And when will we know? In this bull pattern, we would see a test in the all-time high area, 19.9, 19.8, and we would expect a rejection to put in another low, which we have here doodled, making 3 higher lows. And that would likely result or resolve in a move up. That's a classic bull pattern. Love to see it. Now, what we also don't want to see is we don't want to see higher highs and come back down, because then you have what is more of an ascending wedge. I have too many doodles here, and that's more likely to break down. That's actually not a pattern that I'm looking for at the moment, as I don't believe it to be the most probable. This really does, this move here and this move here on the 4-hour are virtually identical. Virtually. And that leads credit, or in my opinion, credit, or what's the word? Gives credit. Credibility, there we go. Gives credibility to that pattern we just looked at. And what we'd expect is one more. One more, even smaller. 1, 2, 3. Flat top. For context, we had a pretty similar move back in 2018. It was actually the opposite though. So it would be, this was the bearish form. We're looking for the bullish form here. We see that exact pattern. So we have 1, 2, 3, flat topped. This is actually flat bottomed. And that led to a huge sell-off. So we can see how powerful that pattern is. If we invert it. Now let's get rid of all those lines first. Get rid of all those lines and we invert it. Then this flat-topped bull flag pattern that I'm talking about likely becomes a little easier to see. Okay, there's our flat top. Yes, this has more than 3, but we're just going to go with 3 major impulses here, simply because it's just easier. There you go. Hopefully this makes sense. Here's a literal example on the chart. Let's zoom it out because we're going to ignore this. There we are. That's what we're looking for. This 1, 2, 3. Then breakout. Oops, I've had the camera off this whole time. I forgot to put it back on. But yeah, hope that shows you a good example of that pattern we're looking for. It's a very strong pattern potentially. It has not played out yet. We have the conditions of what we need to see for that pattern to play out. And until then, really don't have much. We have an incomplete pattern. That's something we've been talking about here for a while, actually, too, as well. Is back here we were saying, man, I really feel like this is going to paint out to be some kind of pattern. But at this moment, it's nothing. Now we've got a little more data here. I'm having trouble drawing this. I've drawn it so many times that I think I'm like getting sloppy with it. One more. That because I'm lazy. There we go. And why we want this? Because it would be that really powerful, very powerful pattern that we saw inverted back in 2018, right here. Exact same thing. Potentially the exact same thing. Ta-da. That's the stuff dreams made out of, boys. Dreams are made out of it. Anyway, alright. We got a great daily close. Great daily close. Some solid in-stream price calls. Let's take a look at XRP again. Let's see where that closed, because that was pretty important. I'm sure it did a lot of people here. Did not get a great close. Did not make it back in to the wedge. So what do people worried about XRP? What are you going to be worried about today? Well, you're going to be looking for price to retest that same wedge that it fell out of. A rejection from there would be very bad. Very bad. Would certainly suggest 45 cents. Certainly would suggest it. Would be a strong argument for it. We haven't seen selling momentum slow down, so that is possible. Highly likely, though. So if you're worried, highly likely that it comes to retest that, though, today. That's not very far from price. But it is likely that it will. Try to back test. This technically could be the back test, though. So this is a hard call. But I would say it wants to do it on the daily as well. Highly likely it comes to back test that wedge. If it breaks back in, wonderful. This could be a fake break, and that could suggest that it wants to actually break out the top, like this doodle suggested long ago. But if you get a rejection here, does not look good. That is the weakest pattern. That is what do they call it? Bump and run. This is a bearish bump and run. This would be the bullish bump and run. When you break through a descending trend line, back test it, and rally. You don't want that bearish scenario. So if you're on XRP, thinking about it, worried about it, now you know what to look for. Now you know. Oh man. George McChicken. George McChicken, I'm going to tell you a story. One time I knew this Russian girl. She was a great girl. I don't remember anything about her. Except she used to pronounce chicken like truckin'. And so she would say George McTruckin'. And I don't know why. That's my whole story. Truckin'. I'll never forget that for some reason. Never forget that. It stuck with me. No other comments about that person. I don't remember their name. I don't remember who they were. New all-time high happened this year. I don't think so. I said that back early November as we were rallying. I said, I fully believe we do get a new all-time high. but I don't think it happened in, as I said, I don't think it'll happen in November. And I don't think it will happen in 2020. Technically, we already have a new all-time high. So I guess I was wrong in that sense. We do have a new all-time high right here. On Coinbase. Broken. 19,912. There you go. So technically we do. Technically I was wrong. Technically I was right as well. It didn't happen in November. It happened in December. But no. I don't think... I don't know. I would love to be wrong, but no, I don't think we do. I think it's 2021. It's not that far away. It's already the 13th, guys. I don't even know how many days are in December. Not that far away. Harsh Kumar Burnwal. How are you, brother? I'm doing good. What's up, Tails? I'm sorry, did I not? Yeah, dude, wasn't that a... Thank you for humoring me. I know that wasn't a great story. It's just like, I don't know, one of those things you remember. And you're like, I'll never forget that for no reason. It wasn't... There's no other part of that story. It's just, that's it. Someone said chicken, truckin'. I'll never forget. It came up a lot somehow. Alright. Well, I have a huge day of one-on-ones tomorrow. So great opportunity to shill. If you haven't checked out the Patreon yet, links in the chat, check it out. Pretty much all day tomorrow. I doubt I'll be able to stream. Pretty much all day tomorrow I have one-on-one meetings with our patrons going over whatever it is they want to talk about. Wide range of experiences and topics. But if somebody cancels or something and I have time, I would love to stream. But it's been a long week. It's been a rough week. Thank you guys for being there for me and sending me the encouraging messages. They did mean a lot. I did pass them on. All the good vibes and the prayers and the thoughts. But we got a good close on Bitcoin. Got good close. Slated for what could be, let's look quickly at the weekly, I forget. Could be a decent weekly close. Honestly kind of just this. Small bodied, long bottom wick, but we don't have the top wick. Who knows, we'll see. Good daily close coming into Sunday, the last day of the week. I'll take it. But I'm beat. We had some family stuff that is exhausting and emotionally exhausting as well. And so I'm beat. I wanted to make sure I got on here to update you guys. This episode was a little crazier and less organized than usual. And they're usually not very organized and usually they are crazy. But even more so than usual. But I thank you guys for being here. I'm exhausted. Big day tomorrow. I think we're gonna call it. Man, if we break 19,000 though in today's candle, it gets hot. It gets hot. So watch it. Watch out. XRP fans out there, watch out. Watch for a back test of this trend. Watch for a break of 50 cents. Don't want to be breaking 50 cents again. If you do, you better bounce at 48.5. You better. You're not looking good. But Bitcoin looking strong and oh, here we go. Oh, just another opportunity to gloat. No, it's not about gloating. We've been looking at Bitcoin dominance, making this bear flag. And no reason for it, but I said, guys, I don't think it's going to break down as a bear flag. I don't have any technical reason, it's just my observation. Just my experience talking to me. And look at that, here we go. Looks like it's retaking this level. Here's what's phenomenal. We have a great move. This is a pretty great move on Bitcoin dominance. Moving up. Bitcoin simultaneously closing the daily. Whoa. Closing the daily, which we can't see. Closing the daily in a great position with Bitcoin dominance moving up. That's the combo. That's the combo you want. You want a Bitcoin bullish rally that is significant. You want to see dominance moving up with it, and we are. So this has the makings. Maybe I will stream tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll find out. I might have to cancel some one-on-ones. We'll see. Those hasn't happened yet, don't worry. But Bitcoin dominance up, Bitcoin USDT up. Those are great signs in tandem. Great tandem signs. Yeah, but thanks guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. Make sure you're in Discord. Check out the Patreon. Jump in Discord. If we do go live tomorrow, that's the only way you'll find us. You know what? EWT though might bounce here on the one. No more TA. I have to go. I'm never gonna stop. I'm an addict. I just have no self-control when it comes to charts. Great Bitcoin close. Sum it up. Let's sum it up here. Great Bitcoin close. Backtest of 18.6 today. Totally in the realm of not even just possible, but maybe even in the probable. But that close was great. Bitcoin dominance moving up. That's great. XRP needs to break back into its wedge or it's not looking so great. NEM looking great, looking to test that 31.15 cent resistance, and if it breaks it, 43. 0.45. Wonderful. That's this way. Okay. And I hope to catch you guys next time you tune in. Thanks for being here. Make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. And make sure you're subscribed. Help us get to 16K. I love you forever. But I'm totally out. I'm exhausted. So I love you guys. Until next time. Round out.